Welcome to a functional pelvic floor exercise workout. One move which we're going to progress and make it harder. So what you need to know is if you do a pelvic floor squeeze or a Kegel, it works 30% of your pelvic floor. If you do this exercise that we're going to do now, basic glute bridge, shoulder bridge, it actually works 56% of your pelvic floor. So it's going to work a lot more of your pelvic floor, and it's going to be a more functional way of just doing a really tight contraction, a conscious contraction of the pelvic floor, because it's working with the pelvis, with the glutes, with the transverse abdominals to stabilize your pelvis. Okay, so we're going to use a booty band as we progress, but to start with we'll just do it really basic. So if you don't get on with Kegels, if you're not sure how to squeeze your pelvic floor, this is a more effective way of doing it. Your feet are hip distance apart. See how my fingertips can just about touch my heels. Don't panic if you're not as flexible as me, as long as your feet are as close to your bottom as you can get. I'm going to just wiggle so that you can see me. Tilt your pelvis, push your hips up, and then come back down. So if we've got a prolapse, we don't want to be pushing down to our tummy, so we inhale and we exhale. Inhale on the exertion. Inhale and exhale. So when you've got that and you feel confident, bring in the arms. So inhale, that's it, and then exhale. So we are squeezing the glutes, we are pulling our tummy muscles in. We breathe as we lift, and then we exhale on the way down. Good. So inhale. Now if you feel, and there are people that feel that this pulls on their back, you've got two options. You can bring your knees together, and then what will happen is you don't get as much movement in the pelvis. Okay, so you don't get as much movement in the pelvis, but you might find that it's easier on your back. Or drop the knees wide, so your feet are still hip distance apart, but your knees are dropping wide, and then if you're tight in the hip flexors, you'll get more of a stretch in the hip flexors, but it might take some of that work out of your back. Alright, so next option, if you wish, you can start to bring in the booty band. Let's do a few without. So you could just lift one foot off the floor, inhale, exhale. Lift the other foot off the floor, inhale, exhale. So we're stabilizing, we're using one leg at a time. Now if you are prone to getting cramp, one, make sure you drink lots of water to help you, but also don't go too slow. If we go slow, then that hamstring is contracted for a lot longer and we're more likely to get cramp. So make it a little bit quicker if you know you're prone to getting cramp. We use the booty band. Let's put that on just above our knees. We can do lots of different things with this. We can lift, push the knees out, bring them back in and down. So we start to work the glute med, the middle of the three glute muscles, also the inner thighs, but your tummy muscles got to work a little bit harder. So again, be aware that you're pulling in, you're squeezing your glutes. So inhale, exhale, inhale. Now you should feel like you're starting to work. So remember, you can take time to get to these harder options. You don't have to do them straight away, but then we can start doing things like this. One leg in, inhale, exhale, foot on the floor, inhale, exhale, foot on the floor, inhale, exhale, last time, inhale, exhale, and release. Back to your knees, out and in and down. So again, you might need to adjust the band. Sometimes they slip and we want them to be where we can feel the maximum amount of work going on in our tummy, our glutes. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale, hold it out, pulse, 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 squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, through 3, 2, 1, and down. Let's do that again. So lift, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and down. Remember, these are all progressions. If this is the first time doing the video, just stay with the basics. You're really going to feel your glutes working. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and down. Last time, team. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Well done. Bring your knees in. Take the band off. Let's give those legs a little bit of a stretch. So you've done probably the equivalent of, I don't know, 15, 20 Kegels. It's not bad, right? But you've also worked your glutes, you've worked your transverse abdominals, you've worked your inner thighs. Drop your knees wide, feet sole to sole, tilt your pelvis, stretch your hip flexors. If you're tight in your lower back, you'll be tight in the hip flexors. Bring it back. Bring both knees in. Give it a little rock through those knees. Really good for the lower back and the sacroiliac joint. Brilliant. Put your feet back flat on the floor. If you've got a diastasis, so if you've got an abdominal separation, you want to roll onto your sides to ease yourself up to sitting. Come up. So that was a really quick pelvic floor functional workout. I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, pop them in the comments below and we'll get back to you. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.